cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shawty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. At 12, gon' find your ass way in New Orleans. Watch I look it, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand am I putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go broke with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor, trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
Trapped inside this spell. Now I feel it. Now I feel it. Your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel it.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour, looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you.
chillin', watching the ocean with you. Baby up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes are funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes are funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes are funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding me up. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mash me up. Tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Me up, drum me round in your red Ford. Shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes are funny, my tongue tied up on it.
Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for UEFA Champions League action tonight as Manchester City take on Villarreal. It's going to be hopefully an interesting game at the Estadio de la Ceramica in the south of Spain. This honestly is a very interesting place to go. If you've ever been to Villarreal, a very interesting place. It is a very small town in the south of Spain, and in the middle of it, between the houses, connected to the houses, is a giant yellow ceramic stadium. They call it the Yellow Submarine, and they are the Yellow Submarine. Now, City visited Villarreal many years ago now, a game in which City played, I think, a draw. It was David Silva playing, Sergio Aguero playing, Yaya Toure. The years have gone by. The players are very different. The two teams are very different. Now, Villarreal are certainly not just an easy team that City will brush past today in the UEFA Champions League. This Villarreal side currently sit third place in their own division in La Liga, and they are looking pretty good in that sense. They have been decent. They're above Atletico Madrid, and they're up there alongside Real Madrid and Barcelona in the top three. Now, the side they go with today, they go usually with a 4-2-2 or a 4-4-2. They're going to go with a 4-5-1 today or a 4-3-3. We're playing more defensively. Marcelino, the manager, decides to go with today. So in goal starts Junior. It's going to be a back four of Menino, Captain Juan Foyth from a Spurs man, Renato Vega from a Chelsea man, and Pedraza in the back four. Pep Gay in the midfield alongside Thomas Partey and Santi Comenyenza. And then it is in the wide areas, their top goal scorer so far this season in the Canadian Buchanan. On the right, former Arsenal record signing, the £72 million man, which was Nicola Pepe. And a striker, if you watch the Euros or you watched Ligue 1, former Lyon man and Georgian striker, it is Mithat Swede. They have got some decent options off the bench, the likes of Gerard Moreno, the likes of Danny Pereiro, Ilash and also Alberto Marrero, the man dubbed the next Pedri at one point. As for Manchester City, it's been a strange lineup by Pep Guardiola, not the lineup I expected at all. City's bench has the usual quality on it. We've named a lot of players on the bench today, so it's Trafford and Bettinelli, Tajani Reinders on the bench, Ake, Marmoush, Kovacic, Ryan Shaqiri doesn't start, Reunite Nuri, Nico Riley, Oscar Bob, and Phil Foden. As for Manchester City starting 11, then we go with Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. It's a back four of Matheus Nunes, John Stones and Ruben Diaz. And back to left back goes Joško Gvardiol. In the midfield three, it is Nico, Lewis and Captain Bernal Silva. And a front three of Doku, Savinho and Erling Haaland. Pep Guardiola is currently being interviewed on the pitch right now before the game. A bit of a talk to him about what he thinks about the game, how City are going to be, how they're going to play. There is high hopes for this Manchester City side here, isn't there, to come and get a win here. We're undefeated so far in the UEFA Champions League. We've got wins against Napoli, a draw against Monaco, some good performance so far, and City need to make sure they continue with that and keep things up, don't they? If they can keep things up, we shouldn't be worried today. I'm interested why Joško Gvardiol goes back to left back. I know Nico Riley maybe wasn't fit to start today after the injury, and maybe that's why Gvardiol goes to left back. And we see that. I mean, also Reunite Nuri returning from injury. That's possibly what's happened there. But I am surprised at that. I am surprised in being back at left back. He's played at centre back since very early on in the I think last season. The last time he played at left back, he's found his role really at the left side centre back role. But he's back there again today. And Rico Lewis, a surprise inclusion in the central midfield for Manchester City. Who'd have thought that Rico Lewis would be starting there or starting the game in the UEFA Champions League? Now Erling Haaland is in absolutely crazy form. He's got 52 goals in 50 UEFA Champions League appearances so far in his career, and we expect him to keep that record up today in Spain. We've seen him put in some fantastic performances, goals against Manchester United. He's not had a hat-trick. He was very unlucky not to get a hat-trick actually against Everton earlier on in midweek, or in the weekend, sorry, where he should have got a hat-trick against Everton. He had so many chances that second half. Ryan Shaqiri creating one from him as well. So City missed out there. But he's the only player as well, which is interesting in the Premier League, to score a goal from open play against Arsenal, the best defensive side in not only the Premier League, but you would say the world at the moment. He scored 14 in Man City's 23 games this season as Erling Haaland, but he scored, I think, 20-odd in all competitions. He scored 5 in one game, didn't he, for Norway this season, playing in international break. So they're absolutely on fire, is Erling Haaland, and let's just see how things keep going for him. And if he can keep up this absolutely crazy form that he's in. City need to keep it creative for him, though. I mean, Savinho and Doku in those wide areas today. I don't think the midfield is particularly creative today for Manchester City. And I think that defence looks quite negative as well. You know that Nunes is going to make those bursting runs from wide areas. Vardiol and Diaz and Stones perhaps form a sort of a back three. Lewis and Bernardo Silva in the pockets is not something you'd like to see. I prefer maybe Ryan Cherki starting today in there ahead of Rico Lewis, or Phil Foden and Rangers if they needed that rest. They've been left out. We'll have to see how it goes. You can let us know your predictions in the comments. Andrew's already put his in right now. A 3-1 win to Manchester City. And you can vote in the live chat as well what you think the result will be. Will it be a Manchester City win, a Villarreal win, or a draw between the two sides today in Spain? 3-1 is Andrew's prediction. I have gone for a 2-1 win. Of course, I am on Finalysis. I'm in the Manchester City starting 11 on Finalysis, which is the place to be if you want to give your footballing opinions. And on there, I have already put my pre-match preview on, and my prediction is a 2-1 win for Manchester City. I think they're a tough side to break down. Villarreal. They did lose some really key players in the summer. I think the Alex Baena, one of the most highly creative players in European football. He moved to Atletico Madrid. They also lost Jeremy Pino. He moved to Crystal Palace as their Eberechi Eze replacement. He actually had an ACL injury, Jeremy Pino, that kept him out for a while. He back to his best a little bit. He's found his feet, hasn't he, at Crystal Palace. But they made some good signs to replace those players. I mean, one of those, of course, is Tajon Buchanan, the Canadian, who's done fantastic so far, and also Mitad Zwede and Alberto Malera as well. And Rodri's on the field before the game as well. He has been welcomed back to one of his former sides by the fans who applaud Rodri, the Ballon d'Or winner. He's been awarded with a sort of a plaque as well, a permanent plaque on the wall, and he's probably one of the most successful players in Villarreal's history. And I think he has great respect for the side. And that's great from them to sort of show that respect to a former player. He left them years ago after making his name there a little bit before moving to Atletico Madrid, which was his boyhood club. And then he moved back, didn't he? Moved to the Premier League with Manchester City. Also tonight we've got some big games. Atletico Madrid take on Arsenal tonight, which is a bit of an interesting one. Two of the most defensive sides in world football. Two managers who like to play those defensive tactics. We'll see how that goes today. Barcelona have beaten Olympiacos 6-1 earlier today. A red card for Olympiacos, who do get a goal against Hansi Flick's side, but that's a big difference there. Goal difference. Goals from Fermin Lopez, who actually scored a hat-trick tonight. Marcus Rashford with a double as well, and Lamine Yamal scoring from the spot for them. And more action as well, because also in the UEFA Champions League, another game is finished, and that is between Kiat and Paphos. That was a 0-0 draw. Paphos with a red card. So it's Arsenal, Atletico Madrid, Copenhagen, Dortmund, Leverkusen, Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle, Benfica, PSV, Napoli, Union Saint-Gilles against Inter, and Manchester City here against Villarreal, which is the game we are covering here live for you guys. Alternative commentary if you can watch tonight's game. Tonight's game. And one thing I would let you know is about the Leverkusen Paris Saint-Germain game. Any Claudio Echeverri fans that have seen him go on loan to Leverkusen, not really find his feet, he makes his first start tonight for Bayer Leverkusen against Paris Saint-Germain. That is a big bit of trust in him from the manager, the new man. I mean, Eric Ten Hag was the one who brought him in. Echeverri starts. They play in a 3-4-3, they do. Echeverri in behind Kafare with Poku. I mean, and a PSG side that's struggling in forward areas. Desiree Doué's playing the midfielder. Mayulu starts at striker. Well, out come the two sides on the field here at the Estadio de la Ceramica. Manchester City and Villarreal. The south of Spain welcomes the Premier League former champions. The only time anyone's ever won 4 titles in a row, the 4-peat, has been Manchester City. Should see how Savinho performs today. I don't think he's had the best of the season so far. I don't think he was so impactful against Everton. However, when he moved to that left-hand side, game seemed to be a lot better for him. Donnarumma's had a great start to his Manchester City career, looking to try and keep some more clean sheet cleats in his record today. And of course, Matheus Nunes is playing quite well at right back, isn't he? Nunes, he's doing a really good job there as well. So lots still to think about in today's game, and we'll have to see how those things go. So Mitad Zwede, I think a big friend of Ryan Cherki. They actually played really well together, didn't they, at Lyon? I have to say. So Junior starts in goal for Villarreal, has just run through the side again. A back forward, Mourinho. Juan Foyt, the captain. Renato Vega and Pedraza. A midfield three of Pape Gay, Thomas Partey and Santi Comenienta. And then it is a front three of Buchanan, Pepe and Mitad Tuede. Although it could be a 4-4-2 in which we see Buchanan on the right, Gay on the left-hand side, and then Pepe and Mitad Tuede up top together. But I don't think we'll see that. I think it'll be more of a 3. Although they do like to play in that 4-4-2. Pape Gay is more of a holding midfielder. They've got some really good players on the bench as well. Danny Parejo, one of them. Gerard Moreno, who's in and out of the Spanish national side. Alberto Melero. Vitorque between Pep Guardiola and Marcelino. On the bench, we've got James Trafford, who's sat there behind Pep Guardiola. Ryan Shirky, Marcus Bettinelli. Manchester City here today are wearing the new 4th kit, which is a sort of grey and green kit. I mean, the 3rd kit that City have, which, yeah, isn't very popular. Isn't very popular at all. And you can see why Manchester City are wearing that kit today. I don't think they have many sales of that 3rd kit. It looks absolutely horrible. City have got a new warm-up kit as well. It's sort of like a green one. This one is actually quite green as well. It's a bit strange, isn't it? So, City's side, Donnarumma starts in goal as we run through that again. Nunez, Stones, Diaz and Vardiol, City's back 3. The midfield 3 of Nico Alvarez, Rico Lewis and captain Bernardo Silva. And then on that front 3, it's Savinho, Doku and Erling Haaland. Rodri not on the bench, of course. He is still injured. He's still struggling with whatever injury he did pick up. That is frustrating, I suppose. But, you know, we've tried to manage his minutes quite well. Not quite worked out the way we maybe wanted it to have it for Manchester City. So, 2 teams in the field now. City ready for kick-off. Let's hope we see some exciting UEFA Champions League action tonight as Manchester City take on Villarreal. Referee has his whistle ready and kick-off is underway. Here we go. It's very much a back 3, it looks like, here at the start of this one. And John Stones is started in midfield for Manchester City alongside Nico. Very different looking Manchester City than what we expected. Stones is in very much in the midfield. And Matheus Nunes starts sort of right centre back as Savinho wins it to Haaland here. Erling Haaland back to Savinho. Across to Jeremy Doku! Big save by the goalkeeper, Junior. What's that? That could have been for City. Within seconds, City should have scored there. Should have scored. Manchester City should have scored there. Surprised he didn't. Doku. You expect Haaland to hit it. Instead, he works it wide to Savinho. He decides not to shoot either and work it across to Doku. Brilliant from City. I thought Haaland would shoot. Hello to the FC Ghost on Twitch. Hello to Alfie Lively as well. And we are City member for a very long time. He has that UEFA Champions League trophy next to his name. The only one to get one. One ball by Villarreal. Header away by Ruben Diaz down to Bernardo Silva. Here is Rico Lewis. Savinho. John Stones back in that midfield again for City. It's very much a back 3 of Nunez, Diaz and Joško Vardiol. Interesting from Pep Guardiola. Here is Vardiol. Back to Diaz. A very interesting tactic from Pep Guardiola that we're seeing used today. Nunez, Diaz. Switch of play is poor by City. We give it away in a bad position. Here's Buchanan on the counter. That's a very bad pass by Manchester City. Here is Buchanan. Pulled back here and it's cleared away by Nico. Straight into the referee. City went to go on the counter. Frustrating. Do you like the new Man City kit? Yeah, it's okay. Alfie doesn't mind either. Yeah, it's better than the other one, isn't it? The green with the rain. I mean, that is genuinely terrible, the rain kit. That is genuinely terrible, that kit. It is really bad, that rain kit. It really is really bad. Really bad. Here's Vardiol back to Diaz. Nunes. John Stones for Manchester City. Stones is playing very much in the midfield here. Jeremy Doku on this left-hand side. In behind to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo looks completely across the box here. Haaland's in for the header. And he heads it way wide. Good chance. He just couldn't get his header down. I think Haaland's frustrated with that chance. Cross comes in. And it's up early, Haaland, but he just can't get it down. Right idea, really, from Erling Haaland, but heads it way wide. I think the rain kit is my style, says Ghost and Switch. Maybe. I haven't seen anyone wearing it. I haven't seen anyone wearing it, really, barring a few people, maybe. In person, the rain kit doesn't look that bad, says Alfie. Well, City haven't worn it yet this season, have they? Will they wear it? Long ball here towards Nicola Pepe. Under pressure from Joško Vardiel. He spins Vardiel really well. And City go and get it back. And Pepe wants a free kick. The referee says no. Whistles from the fans here. Here's Nico. Stones back into that midfield for City. Matheus Nunes. Nunes playing sort of as like a wing back from that right back role. Working well so far for City. Nunes again for Manchester City. Savinho on this right hand side. Savinho. Inside to Nico. The switch is on wide left towards Doku. Jeremy Doku for City. Mourinho on Doku. He's done really well. It's nice and strong to hold him off. He's being fouled all over by Mourinho. Is Jeremy Doku. Free kick Manchester City for foul from the Uruguayan. Do you think the new kit will be on FIFA, said Alfie? Yeah, I think they'll update it at some point. I'm sure they will update it at some point. Whether that is any soon, I don't know. I think it's a kit in celebration of FC26 as well, isn't it? Some sort of gaming kit. So for that reason, I suspect it will be added pretty quickly. So City have got quite a few in the box here. Vardiel, Diaz, free keeper City on this far left-hand side. Bernardo Silva captain to swing it in with the left foot. In swinger. On towards the head of Vardiel. Out to Savinho, who can't control it. Goes back out towards Nunes and City start again. Dangerous from City, who seem very, very expansive today. Jeremy Doku. Doku for City. Back out towards Vardiel. Nico Gonzalez here in towards Rico Lewis. Rico. Wide right to Savinho. Stones makes a run in behind. Savinho doesn't go for him. He goes inside instead. Savinho just a cross run in onto Renato Vega. And Savinho does well to win it back. City keep it. Diaz wide to Nunes. And back by Savinho towards Diaz. Back towards Nunes. Here's Diaz across towards Vardiel. Doku. Skips past Marino here, who does really well. The centre-back, or the full-back today, recovers well. Partey under pressure from Bernardo Silva. Vega. City pressing intensely. Here's Pedraza. It's nicked off him by Savinho. Well played, Savinho. Ball into Haaland. It's not a bad one. Cleared away by Vega. And Savinho working hard to get back as well, to take it off Buchanan. But he started lively, Savinho. The Club World Cup kits won't be added. But no, they won't. There's no chance they get added. Work wide here by Santi in the midfield. It's wide to Nicolas Pepe. Nitaswede in the box. Gaze switches it left towards Pedraza. Manages to control it ahead of Matheus Nunes. Pulled it back towards Gay on this left-hand side. It was inside towards Pepe. Pedraza back wide towards Vega along the back line. And Villarreal can have a bit of possession of their own now. 1-0 to Paris Saint-Germain it is. PSG take the lead against Leverkusen within 8 minutes. And the goal is scored by who? It is Willy Pacho. That's Vega. Nice play there. They were dribbling away from Haaland. His one fight, the former Spurs man. He plays it straight into a City path. And here is Bernardo Savinho. And it's a pass wide to Doku. Doesn't find him. Or Rico Lewis it was. City should do a little bit better there. Vardiel, Diaz. City played a ridiculously high line here today. Really trying to pack that Villarreal side in their own half. Dominate possession, dominate the game. Nico. Vardiol. Ruben Diaz. Mateus Nunes wide right towards Savinho. He skips past Pedraza. Savinho still going here. Pulls it back to Rico Lewis. It's blocked away by Partey. Did he know much about? I don't know. And a great spin by Pepe. And on the counter come Villarreal here with pace. Here's Santi. Slows things down to number 14. Into Mitazwede. It's great defending by Nunes. He uses his shoulder and his body really well. And drops the Georgian. Really, really good defending by Mateus Nunes there. Gets across. Gets his shoulder in there. Just gives him a shove. Eyes on the ball. Really good. Don't know what I get by betting on he's travelling. Might as well take McCastris once, says Alfie. I think you have to have 2 goalkeepers there. I'm not quite sure. I think you have to have 2 goalkeepers in the Champions League. Savinho against Pedraza again, trying to skip past him. Pedraza does well, pushes him away, just shrugs him off the ball. Buchanan. And long and away by Vega. All the way through to Ruben Diaz, who lets the ball bounce under pressure from Mitazwede, and he goes back comfortably to Gigi John between the sticks. He's way out of his box here as City are playing. Very much high intensity football. Stones. Switch of play to Doku is nice. Really nice pass by John Stones, that is. Doku. Joško Vardiol. Stones. Here is Mateus Nunes. Wide right to Savinho. Takes it on the edge of the left foot here. On the studs in towards John Stones. Nico. Bernardo. Rico Lewis found it. Just to put one through. You'd say there's one thing missing in Rico Lewis's game. It is the that final pass. And he's lacking it today. And they're showing the replay of the possible penalty for Villarreal, which it wasn't. Nunes just too strong for Mitazwede. Shoulder in the side of him. Shoulder to shoulder. It wasn't in his back. No penalty given. Right decision by the referee. They take the free kick here. Will City FC return this year, says Alfie? It might do, Alfie. There's a foul on it. Nunes here by Pedraza. The yellow card's going to come out for the Spaniard here. It's a nasty one on Mateus Nunes. He really, really felt that one, didn't he? Really felt that one. Pedraza on a yellow card already. It's a really late challenge on Nunes there. He's not getting away with that, is he? He's not getting away with that. They do have Sergi Cardona on the bench. They might have to bring him on. They might have to bring him on. The referee making sure the free kick has to be taken slowly. Nunes. Nico. Back out towards Bernardo Silva. John Stones. Ruben Diaz for City in the back line. Vardiol. Does he work it around that back line still? Nunes. Diaz. Nico. Nunes. Mateus Nunes here. Here is Mateus Nunes. Good passing towards Lewis, who takes it on the turn here. Wide to Savinho. Poor pass by Lewis. Uses his body well, though, to keep it away and win it back. Good work by Lewis there. Here's Nunes. John Stones. Dox is here. Wide to Jeremy Doku on this left-hand side. Doku taking on Mourinho. On the outside of Mourinho. Mourinho holds him off there. Goal kick. Doku had gone round Mourinho. And Mourinho had no intention to try and sort of chase after the ball. Just hold Doku off. Just stop him from going around him. Good defending. I mean, Doku's gone round him here. And he just won't let him. Puts his arm across him. Nice and strong. Be frustrating for Doku, that one. And Junior going to send this one long now for Villarreal. They're not going to try and play it out from the back. Then it's a strange decision not to start Foden. Yeah, I think it is. I don't know if it was like time for him to give him a rest. Maybe that's what Pep Guardiola is thinking. We don't, you know, that City midfield doesn't really have that sort of killer pass in it. No Reinders, no Foden. Lewis and Bernardo in there instead, who more players that prefer to retain possession, but that must be a tactical decision from Pep Guardiola. With Stones stepping into midfield, maybe that's what he's decided. That's well played by Stones there. Under pressure on this far side by Buchanan. Buchanan's trying not to give away the goal kick, letting Stones kick it against him. He does in the end, and City do get that goal kick. Ghost FCM Twitch is 15 seconds behind. Well, don't worry. Not too far behind that one. Ooh, dangerous pass by Nico across the Nunes, but he does. And here's Mateus Nunes from Manchester City bringing it forward down this right-hand side. Nunes. Big switch of play by Nunes over to Doku. Takes it well, Doku, but Mourinho takes it off him. Gets his body round him. And the referee gives a free kick immediately to Mourinho and Villarreal. I'm not exactly sure what for. I'd like to know where the free kick is here. Don't know. Oh, Villarreal play out from the back and they get away with it. And here is Pedraza on towards Gay down this left-hand side. And Pep Guardiola is not happy with his defence. A big switch of play by Gay to the far side towards Pepe. Tries to take it away from Vardiol. Gets his body in the way. Dealt with by Stones, but back to Pepe. Mourinho. Footed again by Stones in behind towards the wide man Mourinho. It's a throw in on the far side here for Villarreal. But Pep Guardiola wasn't happy with the team's press there. It was too easy to play out from us. It's Thomas Partey. In towards Pepe. Two Arsenal men combined. Former Arsenal men. Santi won back by Bernardo Silva. Nice and strong. And into Nico. Well played, Nico. A wide right to Savinho. Against Pedraza. I mean, he's on a yellow card, Pedraza. What do you think about the midfield? Says Emmanuel. Yeah, I think if you look at the way City are playing today tactically, the way Pep set us up, we've got Diaz sitting as sort of a centre-back on his own. Stones is stepping into midfield, and then Nunes and Vardy are playing sort of wide fullbacks, really. Or narrow fullbacks, I would say. Wide centre-backs, much further forward. So I think with that midfield, I think Pep's gone with a more defensive midfield in Lewis and Bernardo. Players that are more likely to retain possession than try and get the ball and try and dribble around players and lose it in dangerous positions like Reinders or Foden might do. I think that's his thinking. Also, maybe it's time for Reinders and Foden to be given a rest. Maybe that is in Pep Guardiola's thinking. But yeah, when I saw the team sheet, I'll be honest, I wasn't convinced by the side at all. I'm going to get the new kit with Lewis on. Are you going to buy it? Says Ghost and Twitch. This particular kit or just the new kit in general? Switch of play by Stones towards Savinho on this right-hand side. Nice touch on the outside of the left foot. Savinho for Manchester City. Savinho, the shocking pass. Gives it straight back to Villarreal. Terrible. And here's Mistad's on the counter it. And he likes to run at the opposition. A great tackle by John Stones who wins it back for City. And Savinho's got it. And Pep Guardiola is telling the Brazilian, go forward. Savinho. Nico in the centre. Nico, really good use of the body there. Wide right to Savinho. Lewis makes a run. Savinho doesn't pass it. Lewis isn't happy. Stones back to Savinho again. Here's Savinho down the far right side. Up against Pedraza. He's got a yellow card, but he's not taking him on. Nunes. Stones. Savinho again against Pedraza. Again decides not to take him on and pass backwards. Stones. Savinho again. And back to Stones again. Nunes and back wide to Savinho again. One-on-one with Pedraza here. Can he take him on? Plays the ball behind to Rico Lewis, who puts it across the box to Erling Haaland. And there you go. Manchester City patient. And Manchester City open the scoring. And who else but Erling Haaland? Great play by City. I mean, City so patient, passing it between Savinho and Stones time and time again. And Villarreal just watched. And then, suddenly, Savinho plays the ball in behind towards Rico Lewis, who's made that run from the pocket of space. Fantastic run by Lewis in behind. He pulls it across the box. And Haaland is there to slam it into the back of the net. Brilliant from Manchester City. A really well-worked goal. Haaland there, bullying one fight. 1-0 Manchester City. Do you think Pep has regained trust in Savinho? I think he trusts him anyway. I mean, City see a lot of potential in him, despite poor performances. His movement is so good, says Alfie. Yeah, I mean, Erling Haaland is so difficult to mark. And there, you know, one thing I noticed about Haaland last season where I didn't think he was quite as successful, he didn't make those near post runs last season, did he? Every single run he made was always to the back post. This year he's back running to the front post again. And I think that has made a big, big difference. Great pass, good read. And City had the lead here. 1-5 players in behind here, straight away to Buchanan. And Matheus Nunes has sort of lost it, but he's made a good recovery challenge. Holds off Buchanan here. Reduced to the body by Nunes. He's been fouled by Buchanan. Free kick Manchester City. Well played, City. Bob has had a breakthrough this year. So Ghost, yeah, I mean, I think he would have had that last year if it wasn't for his injury. And there's been another goal, actually, away for Champions League in another game. A PSV take the lead against Napoli. That's a bit of a surprise. Kevin De Bruyne is signed. Far behind. Pass back by Nico towards Diaz. Nunes. Savinho. Stones. Back to Savinho. And back towards Diaz. Well played, City. All the way back to Donnarumma by Manchester City. Across to Joško Vardiol. Passing towards Savinho. Nice little spin by Savinho, and City play out of a great pocket of space there. And there's so much space down this right-hand side now. And here's Rico Lewis, and Matheus Nunes bursting through the middle. And Doku's made a run as well here. And Lewis is a bit slow in his decision. And Lewis goes round at the outside. Lewis still down the box. Referee plays on. Good challenge in the end. I think Lewis wasted that chance there. Back towards Ruben Diaz. John Stones to Manchester City. And Alfie's asking about Finalysis. Well, Alfie, the first thing is, at the moment, you have to be over 18 to be on Finalysis. So that is the first thing I must mention, that it is for 18 only. And also, you have to apply to be part of it for now. But at some point, it will be for everyone. He thinks it's just trying to right back and play Cassano in his natural position as centre-back, or keep it right back and maybe get central midfield, says Ghost. I think we should sign a right back, but at the moment Nunes is doing really well. I think Nunes and another player can do well, and we can move Cassano back to centre-back then. That's what I think we should do, but obviously there's a big debate over we should do that. Not been doing bad so far, says Ultra Gamer. No, playing very well so far. Lewis wide right to Savinho. Dortmund have taken the lead against Copenhagen. Savinho. Skips past Buchanan. Nunes. Here's Nico on the turn here, the Spaniard. In towards Joško Vardiol. Wide left to Doku. Back in towards Vardiol. Diaz again. City playing it well from the back here. Wide left towards Jeremy Doku, who skips past Mourinho this time, the first time. Nico. Matheus Nunes. Wide to Savinho, who's got to take on Pedrazi on a yellow card, surely. Buchanan's going out to help, but surely takes him on into Stones by Savinho. Savinho again. Nico. Flick through to Stones. It's a great ball. Savinho heads across the box here. But also at the far post there. It's flicked over and away. Somehow doesn't go in the back of the net. And the referee gives a foul the other way. Alfie asks who would my second club be. He's got a season ticket at Macclesfield. Bernal's got a yellow card here. It's a joke, that. I mean, he's trying to score, isn't he? Bernal Silva, surely. What's he supposed to do? Not go for it. There's plenty of teams that I'd have as a second team, to be honest with you. If I had to support a different Premier League team, I'd probably say Newcastle if I had to support a different Premier League team. Other than that, I don't know. I've got a soft spot for Sevilla and Real Betis, both sides in Seville. I quite like Valencia as well. I like plenty of sides, really. And what do you think of signing Donnarumma? I was sceptical at first Ultra Gamer, but now I just think what a signing he's been. Absolutely fantastic signing. Did you like City's City's kit from last year? No, did not like it at all. Did not like it at all. So free kick here for Villarreal to be taken by Junior. He's going to send this one long. Out towards Gray, and it's well won by Nico and just slammed back forward here. The goalkeeper's there, but Haaland's chasing it down. The goalkeeper's going to watch it behind for a goal kick. And Haaland straight back in position now to try and press on this goal kick, but Rico Lewis isn't. Savinho either. They're going to try and play out from the back this time, are they, Villarreal? Are they going to send it long again? They're not exactly sure, are they? There's a penalty in the Leverkusen PSG game, and it could be for Leverkusen. Oh, 1-5 is taking liberties here at the back. Step overs on his own, on the line there. Crazy. Haaland nearly took it off him. Bernardo back towards Nunez. Nico. Nico to Stones. Nico again. Back to Diaz and on towards Vardiol. I was a bit sceptical about Donnarumma also, says Ultra Gamer, because he doesn't fit Pep's system. He hasn't looked like a problem so far. No, we've changed our style, haven't we? In that sense, we try not to play out at the back too much. Handball by Savinho. Linesman gives a free kick Villarreal. Savinho was quite shocked by that. A handball against the Brazilian. Let's have a seat. Never touched his arm, Savinho. Never even touched his arm. And the linesman somehow gives it. The quality of refereeing today seems a little poor so far. Here's one fight. Fantastic ball in towards Gay in the midfield. And Buchanan's drifting in behind alongside Pedraza. And City have got some defence to do now. And Pedraza looks to swing one in. It's a great defending by Matheus Nunes. Sticks a leg out, blocks the cross. Here's Gay. Partey. There he goes back here. Renato Vega on the ball. Wanted to play at centre-back. We played at sort of inverted left-back, being signed by Chelsea. On loan to Dortmund, and was it Juventus as well he's played. It didn't work out in the end. Here's Pedraza, driving forward down this side. Pap Gay, switch of play towards Nicola Pepe. It's really over it towards the Ivorian, and it's out for a throw into Manchester City. Well, I don't know if there was a penalty in the Leverkusen Paris Saint-Germain game. He did say there was a penalty. But when did the video assistant referee decide no? Grimaldo takes a penalty for Leverkusen. And he misses it. Wow. Good chance for Leverkusen. Barcelona battled Olympiacos as ghosted. This certainly did. And Macclesfield are winning as well for Alfie. Here's Menino on this right-hand side. One fight. Oh, poor pass by him. Even worse pass by Rico. Lewis gives it away. Villarreal play an advantage here. Pedraza. That's a terrible pass by Rico Lewis. Renato Vega. Switch of play. Joshko Vardiol is pulled down by Santi Comenienta. And it's going to be a free kick. Manchester City. Really good challenge by Rico Lewis. Referee thought it was a foul, believe it or not. Vardiol. Here's Ruben Diaz. In towards Matheus Nunes. Back to Diaz. And Lewis is in so much space in this right side. Nunes should be getting his head up there. Tackled by Vardiol here. Bernardo sold him short. Passing to Doku and behind here. Jeremy Doku against 1-4. And just can't outrun him here, but he's gone back to the goalkeeper, Junior, who's had to play it first time the left foot away. It's a great pass into the midfield. Santi have it back, and Villarreal have it back, and a handball by the midfielders of City, and they say no, and a ball in behind to Pepe against Vardiol, and there is Nico for City. Great defending from midfield, obviously John Stones heads it straight back to Donnarumma, who backs his appreciation to Manchester City's number 5 there. Vardiol across to Matheus Nunes. Wide right to Rico Lewis. Nunes again. To Stones. Back to Diaz. Wide to Lewis once more. And Diaz again. Nunes. Rico Lewis. Inside towards Nico. Onto Stones. He's spaced out wide right or wide left to Jeremy Doku. Takes it on the left foot against Mourinho. He's always quick across to Doku here. Doku inside to Stones. Stones back wide to Doku. Got 2 against him and Doku can't beat Mourinho. He's defended really well so far today. Cleared away. Nunes misses the ball. Misses just a bounce against Mr. Suede. Diaz goes and controls the situation really well. And back to Donnarumma. Well played, Ruben Diaz. What do you think of Lewis? I don't like it that much as Alfie. I like him better when he plays in midfield. I like him a lot better when he plays in midfield. I'm not sure, Rico Lewis, to be honest with you. I don't think he's going to be a... Oh, terrible pass by Villarreal here. City in trouble, ball behind towards Pepe. That's terrible from City's number 24. And here is Nicola Pepe. Inside that left foot, Pepe. Into Gay, back to Pepe. It's a little bit wide. The move seems to have died a little bit. They're going to get a second chance at Pepe. Gay. And he's left foot, he hits one here. Donnarumma is scrambling there. He has to dive and he puts it wide, the midfielder. It's a good chance for the former Marseille man. Hits it on the left foot. Bit of bend on it. It's actually not far away from the post at all. Donnarumma's at full stretch to try and keep it out. But back onto Rico Lewis, Alfie. I don't like him at right back particularly. I don't think he's going to be a will beater, but you don't need a will beater in every position. I do think he's a very good squad player. I think he does what Pep Guardiola wants from a player. And I think that's the reason the City have kept him around and signed to a new contract. I suppose the time might come where he feels he deserves more game time, and that's where maybe issues might start. Here's wide right towards Rico Lewis. Nunes. Here's John Stones. Nico. In towards Stones and back towards Ruben Diaz. Back left to Joško Vardiol. Back to Diaz again. He's trying to pass their way round, but it's not easy at all. Score prediction, says Alfie. I've gone for a 2-1. There might be more if City can do a bit better here. Stones. Good movement by Savinho. Oh, struggling here, John Stones against Gay, who's putting him a lot of pressure. Stones doing well. Referee says no foul. Back to Nunes. Nunes plays it forward to Lewis here. And the throw-in goes Villarreal's way. Linner's not happy with it being on not being on Prime today, but Arsenal is. Well, I don't know why Arsenal get picked for those. Like you said, they've never won the Champions League. I don't know how it works, really. I don't want games this side. Oh, mistake by 1/4 here. Doku. Pressure on him. He's been tackled. Back out to Bernardo Silva. He's struggling a little bit today, Doku. But now into the box here. Haaland heads it down. Doku's in behind. Jeremy Doku for Manchester City. Doku. Doku across the box. In there is Savinho. Cleared away before it finds him. They played himself into trouble here, Villarreal, a little bit. There's Santi. And off Bernardo Silva, who actually keeps in, cross it into the box, into the hands of the goalkeeper, Junior. One fight there, he struggled so far today. Well, there's been a goal in the PSV Napoli game. The PSV goal was ruled out. And now Napoli have scored. Scott McTominay is the goal scorer for them. Here's Gay. Linda says the commentary's better than the radio channels. Thank you very much. We need more determination at final first, Emmanuel. Yeah, more incisiveness, don't we, really? Oh, Pedraza tries to get wrong side of Nunes here. Pulls down Mateus Nunes. And it's a free kick, Manchester City. Pedraza's just kicked the ball away after the whistle was blown. He's on a yellow card, the fullback, and he's got to be careful. Fouls Nunes from behind in the box. And then he kicks the ball away. The City players make it known to the referee. He's got to be careful. He might even come off at half-time, the number 24. Not to brag, but I have the same number of goal assists in the Premier League as Isak Wirtz combined this season, Ultra Gamer. So do I. Maybe they'll sign me for 150 million. So do all of us. Quite right, Ultra Gamer. They have been very poor for Liverpool so far, haven't they? When do the big money signs ever work out? I think you can never live up to that sort of money. Oh, a driving run here from Nico. He's incredible. Nico. Oh, he's got to pass it, but he doesn't. He loses it. Had to pass it to Rico Lewis. He took too much time there. Look at how I'm working hard to get back for his team. Rico Lewis is still sulking in the midfield because he didn't get the ball from Nico. Gone, scored for Newcastle. Why they go towards Buchanan? It's Nunes. Crossing. He affects the edge of the box towards Partey. Back out to Gate. Bellingham was worth the money for Madrid, says Ultra Gamer. Possibly he's the only one up there. Mbappe, maybe you'd say, is worth the money that PSG paid for him. As a cross comes in, Stones heads it. Donnarumma catches it. He's been pushed into by the Villarreal man. And then as he goes to throw it out, the Villarreal man fouls him again. He's slammed into by the forward. As Donnarumma goes to play it out, he fouls him again there. Maybe Rice for Arsenal, says Ultra Gamer. Yeah, they've not won anything with him, has they? Andrich picks up a red card to Elfie for Leverkusen. Well, that's them against PSG in big trouble, isn't it? John Stones for City. Into Mateus Nunes. Haaland's dropping a little bit deeper here. We go in towards Nico, who made such a great driving run before, but released the ball just too late. Vardiol. Nico. Back to Vardiol. Nico. They won a Community Shield with Rice's Ultra Game. Yeah, come on, we can't count the Community Shield as a trophy, can we? Oh, Arteta might, but no way. Bernardo Silva around the corner. That left-hand side to Docky, but it's a poor pass from Bernardo. He was under a bit of pressure when he came to him. A difficult one to deal with. Out for a throw-in for Villarreal. That far left, far side. There's been a goal in the Copenhagen-Dortmund game. It's an equaliser for Copenhagen. And the same for PSV and Napoli. PSV equalise as well. Back they go towards Juan Foyt. Onto the goalkeeper Junior here. Switches it out to Pedraz on his far side. He's got to be careful. There's a pressure from Mateus Nunes here. Plays it forward into Buchanan. Lovely little turn away from Stones by the Canadian. Fantastic feet by the wide man. He's going out with pace here. Down this far left-hand side, Buchanan. Cross comes in. To the far post, and Manchester City will deal with it. Bernardo Silva surely, who takes his time. He kicks it into Pepe. And he's saved off the line by Donnarumma. Fouled by Pepe. And Donnarumma's not happy about being fouled again here. And Donnarumma's having a bit of a scuffle here with Pepe. He's not going to fight with Donnarumma, and the guy towers above him. Nicola Pepe pushing Donnarumma once again. And he's not happy, City's big Italian goalkeeper. The foul by Pepe. Well, fantastic little turn before that by Buchanan on John Stones. Drop of the shoulder, twist and turn away from him. The cross came in. Bernardo Silva makes a mess of the clearance. Pepe he's cleared it into. Donnarumma actually has to save it out the net. And then Nicola Pepe jumps into towards Donnarumma. He's having a bit of a joke with Pepe, I think. Donnarumma actually smiling at him. Wide by City towards Bernardo Silva. Forward towards Doku. He can't find him. Doku struggled actually against Menino's, having a good game the Uruguayan against him. And here is the fullback driving forward here. Wide right, he works it. Santi behind to Menino. Cross the box here, it's blocked away by Joško Vardiol. Still Villarreal try and push forward here. Partey. I feel like City need to sort of capitalise on their goal. And maybe score one or two more. We saw against Monaco, City sort of throw the game away a little bit. And we did not a little bit, a lot. Especially in the first half, a fantastic goal from Teze. And it only takes a moment of magic from Villarreal for City to be in trouble. Pedraza. Renato Veiga swinging in towards Pepe at the far post. He does find him, the Ivorian. Pepe. Partey clips into the far post here. Headed away by Diaz. Bernardo flicks it on. Back in by one fight, then wide. It's all the way out for a goal kick to Manchester City, left by Donnarumma. Well, Leverkusen not the only team with a red card in the PSG game, because Paris Saint-Germain have picked up a red card as well. Andrich got his for elbowing. And now Zabani, former Bournemouth man, is off the field as well. Interesting in that one. Goal kick to be taken by Gigi Donnarumma here. Well, City have had 4 attempts, 2 on target. Villarreal just the 1 attempt, not on target. Here's Donnarumma. City trying to play it out from the back a little bit. Donnarumma out to Nunes. Brave. Stones. In towards Nico. Under pressure here. Nico, lovely turn, great use of the body into Savinho. Fantastic from City. Savinho needs to start driving forward now, which he does do over the halfway line. Savinho for City. He's got Rico Lewis wider. Savinho, heavy touches by Savinho, and he's dispossessed it. It's really poor by Savinho. Santi back to his goalkeeper here. He has to volley it away up into the over the halfway line. Manchester City with a header by Stones back down towards Bernardo Silva. City putting himself in problems they don't need to at times. Here's Joško Vardiol. Vardiol for Manchester City. Trying to work it forward through Diaz, and City trying to work this ball forward the best they can. Nunes. Here is Joško Vardiol. Matheus Nunes. Aleix Garcia scored a pen. Leverkusen a level. Another former Manchester City man. Aleix Garcia went to Girona, worked really well there, didn't it, for him? Nunes here, twisted and turned under pressure. Had to go back to Donnarumma. Well played, Matheus Nunes again. And the Villarreal fans have taken a turn towards Donnarumma. They're booing him now. Stones, Nunes. City playing out of press difficultly. Haaland flicks it onto Savinho. It's really nice from Erling Haaland. And here is Savinho for Manchester City. Rico Lewis he's taken down in the middle. And it's going to be another free kick, Manchester City. Both sides really trying. City trying to play out that press. It's not easy. Up against a good side in Villarreal. Like we said, they are third in La Liga. They've had some good moments of their own. And City are really trying their best. But Villarreal have had some really good moments of their own. And you just feel like a goal might come for Villarreal against the run of play unexpectedly. Ball out wide here. It's headed away by Matheus Nunes. Savinho does control it really well here. And there's Savinho on the right side for Manchester City. And there could be a chance in the counter here. He's got Rico Lewis to the right of him. Savinho. He works it wide right to Rico Lewis. Haaland to the middle. Lewis looks to cross it in towards Haaland, who's drifting around the far post. In by Lewis. Miss everyone. Doku on the volley at the far post here for Manchester City. And he's missed it completely. Really poor attempt by Jeremy Doku. Really bad attempt. He's gone to hit it. He's completely scuffed the ball as it come to him at the far post. Really poor attempt by Jeremy Doku. He's so much better than that, Jeremy Doku. We know he's better than that. When it comes to him at this far post, you think that he's going to take a better shot. Better chance. The City. Cross comes in and Bernardo Silva makes it 2. It's Bernardo Silva with a goal now. Good header by Bernardo Silva. Let's go. What a finish. What a cross in. And Bernardo Silva with a header of all things, which you don't expect him to do. Makes it 2-0 Manchester City. That might be game over for Villarreal. They are going to struggle now against this City side who've performed so well to come back. Paris Saint-Germain are now 2-0 up. They just noticed they score. Well, actually, I looked away for a second. The cross comes in. And Bernardo Silva puts it in the back of the net with a header. Brilliant goal. Well, Buchanan with a bit of chance on that far side there. John Stones across to him. And then Buchanan with a bit of a pull on John Stones. Referee gives a free kick Manchester City. They're a bit frustrated, I think. The Villarreal fans, you can hear the whistles here. City 2-0 up, City performing well. Bernardo Silva having a really good performance once again. City's captain. It's a free kick here. Now, Sergi Cardona is warming up for Villarreal. Don't be surprised to see him come on. Pedraza on a yellow card. Long ball at Haaland. Out muscles one. They leave it to the goalkeeper here. And Lewis Jr. Renato Vega. Back to the goalkeeper, Luis Jr. They go again. Brazilian out towards Juan Foyt. It's a nice switch of play on the left foot into Pedraza on the left-hand side. Here is Pedraza. against Savinho. Spaniard can't keep it and he lunges out for a throw-in to Manchester City. Well, I expect Pedraza will be the man that comes off. I mean, Sergio Cardona is warming up here. I think Marcelino has picked that out as an issue. He's got to be the player that comes off here on a yellow card. He's having a poor game as well. Back to Donnarumma under pressure and he plays out quickly towards Pepe there. Well played, Donnarumma under pressure. Bernardo Silva. Doku's drifting infield now and I think it's Vardy's gone wide left. Back we go towards Nico. Nunes. Diaz with a strange pass. Out wide right towards Savinho. And that's really poor from Diaz, who puts us in trouble here. And Vardy across towards Pepe. Great defending. And really, really unhappy. Donnarumma. Bit of a wake-up call there. He just shouts to Diaz for that mistake. Really unnecessary. And someone other than Haaland has scored, says Linda yet. Usually it's always Haaland, but Bernardo Silva, he comes up with our tally for our second best goal scorer in the Premier League this season. 1. Luis going to score tonight, says Ghost. Ghost on Twitch, maybe. I'll believe you. Here's one fight. Clips one into the far post here. Vardy heads it away well. City have a counter-attacking opportunity here. Here's Nico. Back into Bernardo Silva. City have good options. Doku's one on that far left-hand side. Here's Jeremy Doku. Mourinho chasing down. Doku. Keeps it in Doku. Doku goes round him. Doku, brilliant. Down he goes, Jeremy Doku. It's a free kick, Manchester City, and it's surely a yellow card for Santiago Mourinho, the fullback, who takes down Doku as he gets round him. It's got to be a yellow card as Doku gets round him here. Defends Doku purely with the arms. He pulls the shirt at the Belgian. He has another go at Doku and takes him down. Do you think City's best player so far? The best player, I think Nico's been good. I think Nico's been really good so far, in my opinion. So they've got both fullbacks on a yellow card now. They're looking to change one. They might have to change 2 at half-time. Rafa Marin maybe comes on. A free kick City. Can City make it 3-0? 3-1 Paris Saint-Germain, says Alfie. Yeah, both sides and 10 men. Paris Saint-Germain make it 3. Will he patch open the scoring before Andrich is... Well, Raul has missed penalty. Andrich gets a red card. Zabani falls with a red card. Then it's Alexis Garcia the penalty to make it 1-1. Desiree Doué to make it 2-1. And Kvaratskhelia has just made it 3-1. So Bernardo Silva released free kick for Manchester City. Vardy, Ruben Diaz, all the big boys in there for Manchester City. There's been 1 minute of added time as well. In from Bernardo Silva. Good ball in, but it's right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Misses everyone. And Villarreal counter. And Luis Junior tries to send it long. Nunes is there and he keeps it away from Pepe. Well played. Well played, Nunes. Here's Bernardo Silva. And across to Diaz. On to Rico Lewis. Savinho's asking Rico to just wait here. I'd like to see Savinho have a run at Pedraza. The guy's in a yellow card. Take him on and beat him. Make him make a challenge, but he's not. Don't know why he's not doing that. Nico. Back in towards Diaz. Nunes again. City are playing pretty much with a, 2 triangles there. It's working really well. Nico in there and Stones involved as well. That is the half-time whistle gone. Manchester City lead by 2-0 at half-time, the UEFA Champions League. Flashes of brilliance from City. Haaland scores again. Bernardo Silva gets in the score sheet. City have looked dangerous. Both fullbacks of Villarreal on a yellow card now. Do they make a double substitution at half-time? Do Pedraza and Mourinho leave the field for maybe a Rafa Marin and also a Sergio Cardona? We'll find out in the second half, which will be back after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back for this one. Kelvin says he didn't get a notification. I'm sorry about that. That is on YouTube. We'll be back after this short break for the second half.
insane. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, we can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I do you do cause I'm feeling so good. Ooh. Memories now let me fall back. But you'll be there, ready to rescue me if I go out of track. You can get away with it. Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. Cause I'm feeling so good. Cause you make me love my imperfections. so quick to hit ignore. Buku bitches in my bed. I got scales all on my floor. I got money on the line, plus I'm clocking it galore. I got bitches kissing bitches, all them bitches go explore. I'm feeling way up. I stay up. Put your bitch on my Snapchat while I make her. She want a chance with me, cause she know I'm a rapper. I give a but I never get feelings, cause shawty, I know what you after. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. Watch I look, I'm jugging. Dissect your hand if your hand in my putting. Put two in your man if your man keep a looking. Act like a poopy, yo, bitch get tookin'. I'm not the type to go with them niggas who fuck with them niggas who stay on some fish. Oh, young and trapping out the bando. From the ceiling fan to the damn floor. Trying to stack my money up. Cause that's the only way we can go. Tell my mama that I'm okay. See the money coming through the doorway. Got a bad bitch with a lot of money, that's foreplay. Okay, they watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me. They watching me, they watching me, they watching me.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like, now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell. I can feel that.
Too cold, standing in the middle of the downpour. Looking in the mirror 'cause it's only you.
So welcome back to the second half. Manchester City versus Villarreal. 2 changes at half-time. We expected perhaps Villarreal with Mourinho, the full-back, and Pedraza coming off. It is Pedraza who leaves the field, and he is replaced by Sergi Cardona on a yellow card and struggling and having a pretty poor game as well. Maybe Doku can get at Mourinho, get him a second yellow card. I mean, playing against 10 men, they'll have to sit back there, and Manchester City can really make their domination count. No changes for Pep Guardiola's side at half-time. And the referee gets the second half underway here at the Estadio de la Ceramica. PSG are 4-1 up at half-time. Dortmund 1, Copenhagen 1, Arsenal 0, Atletico Madrid 0. Alvarez nearly scoring a really good goal from a throw-in after David Raya went walkabout. Newcastle lead Benfica by 1-0. PSV lead Napoli by 2-1. Inter leading Union St-Gilles by 2-0. And, of course, in this one, City 2-0 up against Villarreal as Bernardo Silva and Joshua Vardiel combine to win the ball back on this near left-hand side at the start of this one. Throw in for City. City shooting from right to left this time at the start of this one. Vardiel looking for a throw into Nico here. Don't know what he's doing here, Vardiel. He's taking his time. There's Nico in so much space, and he finally gives it to him. Well played, Nico. Tackled by Partey, throwing Manchester City. Nico felt that one. It was a strong challenge by Thomas Partey. The stud's right over the toes of Nico there. And he definitely felt that one. Bernardo Silva, Vardiel. Back to Diaz. He works it back towards Gigi Donnarumma. This is goalkeeper. And back across towards Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo inside. And he switches the play across well to John Stones, who lets it roll across him there. Well played. Stones, nice drop of the shoulder. Nico. Switch of play towards Joshko Vardiel. City come down that left-hand side now. Vardiel back towards Diaz. Vardiel. Diaz again. Joshko Vardiel. Doku making a bit of a run there, drifting inside and outside. Doku's making some good movement here, but Bernardo rarely, I think my only issue with Bernardo Silva, big issue with Bernardo Silva, is his issue to sort of look up and try and pick a pass forward. His first look is always backwards, and that's brilliant by Pedraza. Taking off Savinho, nice and strong, and now in behind our Villarreal with a chance here. They've got runners in the middle. Mitas Wede puts it across the box. It's a fantastic block by Manchester City's John Stones. Cardona. Nunes blocks the cross to Nico. He's got time to think here, and he's trying to slam it forward towards Erling Haaland. It's nowhere near him. It falls to Renato Vega. And Bacco across the centre circle. Chris is here, evening to Chris. And a foul here by Rico Lewis in the centre on Pat Gay. He's about 2 foot taller than Rico Lewis, it looks like. It didn't look like much of a foul it was. Oh, Donnarumma with a fantastic pass out. Edison like that. Short pass anyway, confident. Bernardo Silva. In towards Nico. Oh, out-muscled there, Nico, and he gets away with it and works it wide towards Doku. Gets a bit lucky, but here's Doku against Mourinho. Skips past, he's got to be careful. Change of pace by Doku's fantastic. Back inside by Doku. Across to Nico, Bernardo Silva. They've got to be very wary of Mourinho against Doku, haven't they? The Villarreal bench. Here is Nico for Manchester City in the midfield. Like I said, they've got to be careful. That Doku Mourinho battle. Because it could easily be a red card for Uruguayan. Nunes. Wide to Savinho. Up against Cardona. Looking to take him on, Savinho. Nice feet by Savinho. Still going Savinho. And wriggles through 2 challenges. Lewis slipped as Savinho went to pass it to him. Cleared away by Villarreal as far as City, and they start again here. Nunes. Nico. Lewis turns. Nicely done, Rico Lewis. Haaland at the far post. He goes wide to Savinho. Shakir would be swinging that into Haaland. Here's Savinho. Savinho for City still. Savinho to the far post here. Haaland goes down. Keeper drops it. And Haaland tries to chase back to get there. And goalkeeper had to be quick. I'm not exactly sure what happened to Haaland on the cross as he jumps for this one. He goes down under a foul from Mourinho. He wasn't happy, the fullback, that Haaland went down, I don't think. And they work it wide here. They're going to try and work it on the left-hand side now. They're going to grow in confidence in this game, surely. They know that they've got to do something in the second half. They're 2-0 down to City. It's not a 2-legged affair, is it? Going to get back into this. That's what we learned from the Monaco game, says Chris. Well, City threw things away in the Monaco game. They can't be doing the same again today. Pepe, Partey, Mourinho. Across the gate. Good feet by the former Marseille man. A good tackle by Nico Gonzalez, and it falls to Doku here. Doku uses the body as well, and he's taken down by Nicola Pepe. No interest to play the ball there, Pepe. Takes out Doku. It's a free kick, Manchester City. Uses the body so well, Doku, doesn't he? A low centre of gravity. Keeps his body in between the ball and the man. Prefers to do that sometimes. And then use the acceleration to get away from players. Stones in the centre for Manchester City. Wide right to Nunes and to Savinho. Against Pedraza again. I'm sure Pep Guardiola's been in the ear of Savinho and said run at the plays. And he is doing Savinho more. That's what we want to see. Nico. Favourite FIFA game, says Alfie Lively. Favourite FIFA game. What was the one when it went to PS4? When it first went, was it FIFA 14? When it went from old gen to next gen at the time? Throwing for Villarreal, I'm not sure what for. I think it was the FIFA 14 or 13 maybe. Now, Lynn's asking if my appearances on Sky would be available on this channel. I do have two copies of my recent appearances on Sky. I was on Sky News and Sky Premier League this Saturday and also this Monday, yesterday. But I don't think I can show them on here because of copyright. I think I'd get done for copyright for showing anything of Sky. You can find some clips on X, the social media, and there is some things they sometimes post on YouTube. Your best chance is on X, actually. They put clips on there. Maybe they put things on their TikTok as well. I'm not quite sure, but maybe check there as well. But unfortunately, I can't put any of the clips on, otherwise I would do. I honestly, I really want to, but they wouldn't let me do that. Here's Diaz. Into Villarreal. Back to Diaz again, under pressure. Well, Mitas Wede's been pretty quiet. Ball to Doku's poor, but he's got his body in behind Mourinho here, Doku. He's fouled Jeremy Doku by Mourinho. He's very, very aggressive. Takes down Doku. He's on a yellow card, the fullback. I think he's got to be careful. He's got to be careful. Oh, a yellow card here. For someone in the technical area of, I think, Villarreal, possibly. Marcelino, maybe, the manager. Oh, John Stones caught in possession here. Nunes goes and gets it back. Oh, Nunes drops two players here. I don't know how. Lovely little twist of the body. Yeah, penalty Inter, goal for Inter. And Leverkusen now 5-1 down. A goal from Paris Saint-Germain. Bernardo Silva. Switch of play to Savinho's nice. Needs to drive it, Pedraza here. Savinho. Savinho passed him on the outside. Savinho in, headed away by Foyt. Haaland was waiting. Okay, he picks it up. He's taken down by Rico Lewis. It's a free kick, Manchester City. Rico Lewis can't believe it. He puts his hands on the big man. And he goes down instantly. It was the Villarreal manager, Marcelino, who gets booked for the frustrations with Mourinho taking down Doku. Here is Mourinho back towards one fight. City pressing here. Haaland's looking a little bit leggy at the moment, a little bit tired. Then his press. Luis Junior works it wide to the fullback. Back in towards Renato Vega. Across towards Mourinho. Inside to Santi. Tries to take it past Nico. Falls on it. Puts his hands on the ball. No free kicks to City. Nico can't believe it. Partey. Santi. Bit of possession for Villarreal. He works it back to his goalkeeper. Tries to clip it out to Sergi Cardona, which he does do under pressure from Savinho. He's right in the back of him. It's a free kick Villarreal. There's a lot of free kicks given today. The referee is giving a lot of soft free kicks. If you go anywhere near the opposition player with the body in the way, they drop to the deck, they go to the floor. City have done it a few times as well. And the referee's buying every single one. It's one of the most frustrating types of free kicks that are given in the game, isn't it? It's like when you see a defender in big trouble in their own half, and a player just runs behind them, and they just fall to the floor instantly. And City have got a bit of trouble here. And it's Nico in the midfield who's gone down. Well, on that tackle by Thomas Partey before, the studs came across the foot of Nico. It looked like a difficult one for him. And that was quite a while ago. And the Spaniard's gone down now. One fight is complaining. And let's see what's going to happen here with Nico, because City might have to make a change in the whole midfield role. I suppose Mateo Kovacic would be the change. There's a studs of Thomas Partey that came across the top of the foot of Nico earlier on. It looked like a sore one. It looked like one that he struggled with. And he is struggling here, Nico. And it looks like he's coming off. He's limping off quite heavily here, Nico. Which is a worry. And Mateo Kovacic will come on to replace him. Kovacic, who looks almost unrecognisable, doesn't he, with those long locks. Nico's really struggling with that injury. He's limping off quite heavily. So Rodri injured, and now Nico's injured as well. Kovacic wearing a wig, says Chris. Possibly. He's usually got completely shaved head, hasn't he? Well, Nico, I mean, in Rodri, he always seems to get injured, Nico, when Rodri's injured, doesn't he? It's happened again here. Let's hope he's okay, but it seems to be really struggling with that one, Nico Gonzalez. Well, Leverkusen have pulled one back. It's 5-2. PSV are 3-1 up. Who scored for Bayer Leverkusen? It is Alesh Garcia again from midfield. Doku taken down again here. And Doku's gone down holding the knee here. Struggling. Gay stands on the foot of Jeremy Doku. There's been a few of those challenges, haven't they, where the players have been stood on the top of the foot, and it's been quite a painful one. And we've seen it again there. And Doku certainly felt that. You can tell he felt that. You know, that's happened a few times today. Frustratingly, they've got away with it a few times, and that's a very painful one for Jeremy Doku to take. Arsenal take the lead, says Alfie. Arsenal take the lead in their game over Atletico Madrid. Is it from a set piece by any chance? Everything else for Arsenal seems to be, doesn't it? It's always a set piece. Always a set piece that Arsenal score. A goal kick here for Villarreal. Doku's very frustrated with that decision. He thought it was a corner. Referee thinks not. Renato Vega. They now play themselves into trouble here. It's taken well on the chest, actually, by the forward. They're working on this left-hand side now. Doku not having much success tonight, says Chris. No, he's struggling tonight, Jeremy Doku, against Mourinho. Switch of pass here toward Nicola Pepe. Pressure from Joško Vardiol. Doku with a foot in. Pepe gets away from him. Pepe still going here. Here's Pap Gay. Switch to Sergi Cardona at the left wing-back spot. He slips onto the far post here. Chance to miss Tazwede. It's flicked away by Vardiol. Back out to Pepe. Onto that left foot. Well dealt with by Doku. Wins it back for City. And here's Doku. Oh, and Doku, that's poor. Gives it away. Trying to dribble in the wrong position there. Gay. In behind towards Nicola Pepe. And good tackle by Vardiol, but now wins it back for City. Doku again here. There's no support for Doku. Just to send it forward towards Juan Foyt. Mourinho heads it out for a throw into City. That's really poor from the Villarreal fullback. City get away with that one. They had City under pressure there. Somehow he ends up heading it out for a Manchester City throw-in. I'm not exactly sure how he's done that. Well, I don't know if City will be looking at making more change. I know Kovacic just come on here, but I'd be looking at maybe a sort of a Rangers to come on a Marmoush, maybe. Doku's struggling, maybe Marmoush on that left-hand side. Here's Nunes. Kovacic. Vardiol. Here's Ruben Diaz. Nunes, Kovacic. What I like about Kovacic, he can take the ball under pressure, can't he? He's not my favourite player. Oh, Donnarumma, very well played under pressure there. And Kovacic turns and drives here. And on towards Stones, and City are starting to drive for themselves. Stones wide right to Savinho. Looking to sweep this move forward. City, Savinho. Inside, Savinho. Passed a few challenges, got to pass it now. Does on to Bernardo Silva. He's got Doku in that left-hand channel. Against Merino. Doesn't really give him in a good position there. Bernardo really. Kovacic, Stones. Vardiol. Kovacic. Oh, Kovacic really unaware of the players around him there. That's so poor by Mateo Kovacic. And they launch a counter now. On his far side, but Rico Lewis working out to get it back for his side. Kovacic onto Stones. Back to Kovacic, and City deal with it really well. Well played there. Kovacic can be a little bit more aware of his surroundings then. Rico Lewis of Manchester City. City have completed 414 passes to Villarreal's 192. City have covered a lot more distance as well in kilometres. 75 to their 73. Savinho. Nunes. Kovacic. Bernardo. Back to Nunes. Kovacic again here. Playing a little give and go. Kovacic fantastic. Kovacic is Haaland here. Haaland's his right foot. Haaland looks to shoot. Just couldn't try put his foot in the right position there and shoot. Tackle by Doku and Kovacic. Brilliant by City. Here's Doku. Doku tries to roll one through to Erling Haaland. And he just can't find his foot. Unlucky City. I don't think it was a shot by Doku unless it was. I think he tries to roll it through to Haaland. Just quite doesn't get it right. I would be looking at maybe Marmoush coming on here. I think Haaland's really struggling with the pace of the game at the moment. He looks tired, Haaland. He's playing a lot of football for Manchester City. Ball in behind by Santi towards Nicola Pepe. Fantastic sliding challenge by Joško Vardiol. He's offside anyway, Pepe, but it's brilliant by Vardiol. And City play on. Advantage played. Well, goals are happening in quite the numbers tonight in the UEFA Champions League. 6 for Barcelona, 5 for Paris Saint-Germain, 3 for PSV, 3 for Inter. And the goals might keep on coming here. At the Estadio de la Ceramica. Kovacic. They've got a very small car park, by the way, this stadium. I mean, the stadium is actually built into some of the houses. At the back side of it, it's built into the houses. It's crazy. And the car park is tiny. I know because I parked on it. Kovacic. Matheus Nunes. Wide to Savinho. Back in behind to Nunes. Lewis in so much space. Nunes can't pull it back to him. Nunes still. To the far post to Doku. Headed away. Could he pull it to the edge of the box there? I don't know. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Bernardo again. Kovacic. Nunes drifts infield now. Back to Kovacic. Savinho in so much space. And Kovacic finds him. He's one-on-one with his wide man here. Savinho should do well. He does. He skips past him. Savinho. Past another. Savinho! And saved by the keeper behind for a corner. If that man could finish, he would be a top quality winger, Savinho. I mean, there he wriggles away. He skips past 2 or 3 challenges, but his finish is poor. Went for goal there. And the goalkeeper's gone now. Savinho skips past 1. Then a second in Vega on the outside of him. Tries to poke it with the left foot. It goes through the legs of the goalkeeper and actually hits the legs between the legs of the goalkeeper. It's a painful one for the goalkeeper. A very painful one. And Savinho has got real potential. And I know a lot of people like to compare Savinho to Riyad Mahrez and say, look what Mahrez did. You have to remember, and sometimes I forget myself, Riyad Mahrez joined Manchester City at 27 years of age, in the prime of his career. Savinho's 21 years of age. He's got a long way to go yet. A long way to go yet. Corner Manchester City here. It looks like the goalkeeper's going to be okay. It's a painful one. Very painful one. He's going to be okay, the goalkeeper. Corner ball for City now to try and make it 3. Swung in now. Bernardo Silva swings one in. Goalkeeper comes and catches it well. Again, set pieces. City have not been great at them at all. Yellow card for a City player for a push on the goalkeeper. Mateo Kovacic, Rico Lewis. Diaz. I don't think he did anything wrong there, Diaz. Oh no, he does run into the goalkeeper there, Diaz. He knows what he's doing. Savinho looking for candidate man of the match so far, says Chris. Yeah, he's been very exciting, hasn't he? Very exciting, Savinho, today. Very impressive. It's a shame he's not finishing more chances, really. And they're going to make a double change now. So, Buchanan, their top goal scorer in all competitions, is going to leave the field here. He's going to be leaving the field and replaced by Alberto Melero. The next Pedri, who was once dubbed. I don't think that's quite been the case in his development. Pedri, obviously, unbelievable footballer. And it's going to be Pepe who's coming off, is it? No. Mitas Wede comes off as well. And Gerard Moreno, I think, replaces him. Free kick here for foul by Doku. Gay. Wide left towards Sergi Cardona. Attacking that left-hand side, Cardona. Into Gay again. Renato Vega. Nice find through towards Melero. Here is making impact the young Spaniard. Thomas Partey. Wide right to Pepe. Always wants it on that left foot, Pepe, doesn't he? Vardiel knows that. He always wants to go inside. Vardiel very good on his right foot as well, so he can defend with that foot. Pepe flicks it in towards Santi, just to back it back to Pepe. It's good defending by Diaz. Here's Jeremy Doku. Doku trying to skip his way through. He's give it away, Doku. He's struggling here, Doku. Don't think he's had a particularly good game. Vega. Cardona. Here's Gay. Big switch of play to the right-hand side towards Santi, who flicks his head into the middle here. Ruben Diaz gets a foot on it and clears it away. When it's fires Mourinho, the fullback. Villarreal. Keep this possession going here. Thomas Partey. Back to Juan Foyt, the captain. Where's number 8, the centre-back, but he's playing midfield for Villarreal over the years. He's played right-back, centre-back. There's a cross in here towards a forward here, blocked by Diaz. Chance again. It's a big defensive tackle by Vardiel against Santi. Nunes keeps it in and fires it towards Rico Lewis. He's out for a throw-in. City losing a little bit of control of this game. And it wasn't Jeremy Moreno who comes on. It is the number 21, Tani. Away by Doku. 1 point onto Vega, but they're starting to grow into this game, Villarreal, aren't they? They're starting to get a foothold in it and a bit of control. And that should be worrying. Arsenal 3-0 up against Atletico Madrid, by the way. 3-0 to Arsenal now. Gabriel from a set piece in the 57th minute. Then Martel in the 64th. And now Vitor Gyökeres has made it 3 in the 67th. Donnarumma takes this one on the chest, takes his time. Well, Blackburn are 2-1 down to Sheffield Wednesday in the Championship. Any other interesting games there? Coventry winning 2-0 against Portsmouth. Frank Lampard doing a fantastic job at Coventry, isn't he? Fantastic job. And Ellis Sims, a boiled blue City fan, leading the line for Coventry. Diaz. Vardiel. Kovacic. Joshko. Bernardo Silva. Back to Donnarumma under a bit of pressure here. Back to Bernardo, well played City. Bernardo sends it long into the channel towards Doku here. Mourinho gets it down on as far as Kovacic. Haaland pushed to the back by Vega. Kovacic picks it up. Vega's been dropped here. Kovacic, nice find towards another City player. Haaland is there. Haaland's running through. Haaland's bulldozing his way through. Free kick Villarreal. City there should have maybe capitalised on that situation a bit more. I don't know when Haaland falls to him, or they should have worked it a bit further wide. Oh, it's Sheffield United, not Sheffield Wednesday. Did I say Sheffield Wednesday? Sheffield United. Or did I say just Sheffield? That would really anger the Sheffield fans. Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. Here is Melero. Ball in behind it towards Cardona. Cross comes into the far post. Bernardo Silva doesn't read it. Can't do anything with it. It's cleared away. Pepe. Inside towards Gay. Partey. Spins on it. Shot it is! Strike by Maleros. Powerful block by Diaz. That would have stung by Diaz. Van Foyth going for goal now and he hits it a mile wide. From centre-back. Captain had a go. City are always poor in corners. A few seasons ago, if we got a corner and you would score now, I never feel like we'd score from a corner. I don't understand why Pep hasn't fixed this. Well, City actually employed a new set-piece coach this summer. Former set-piece coach left. He's gone to manage Braga in the Portuguese league. And James French is a new set-piece coach. He was the former set-piece coach at Newcastle United. But at the moment, he's not doing a particularly good job, is he? I think it's that want to attack it. Want to attack the ball, which you see that Gabriel at Arsenal does. He wants to attack everything. I don't think we've got a centre-back brave enough to attack it, maybe. Here is Donnarumma taking his time out from the back here. Followed by Diaz into Bernardo Silva, who takes a really heavy touch. And City play himself into trouble here. And the chance here for Villarreal. Big save by Donnarumma. City playing himself into trouble. Silly from City and the captain Bernardo Silva with the back control. Here's Pepe. Crossing, blocked away from Bernardo. On by Vardiol. Partey. Haaland can't take it off him. Partey onto Vega. And Villarreal, we set to grow into this game. They're starting to find the feet. Chance again here. And a header is wide. Donnarumma beaten. Pepe with a free header. Puts it wide. Villarreal could have had 2 goals there. Newcastle make it 2-0 against Benfica. A goal from Harvey Barnes. Good finish from him. And Arsenal now 4-0 up against Atletico Madrid. Vita Gyökeres gets another. More changes for City now are happening. Ayoze Perez, you might remember him, former Leicester City and Newcastle man. Really good player. Been performing so well, he's been getting called up to the Spanish national side. And City make change of their own now. Savinho will come to the left-hand side. And it is Doku replaced by Oscar Bob. He'll go to the right, Savinho to the left. And Rico Lewis leaves the field. And he's to be replaced by City's number 4, Tajani Reinders. So Reinders comes on for Manchester City for Rico Lewis. Hopefully a bit more control for City in that area. And Rico Lewis is really taking his time here. Leaving the field. Really taking his time. Well, City, I wouldn't be playing this out from the back here, City. We did that before. It didn't work. We give the ball away in the midfield. We aren't that team anymore quite the same to play that game, are we? We've got to be more careful in those situations. Diaz towards Donnarumma. City do play out from the back again here. Stones, Nunez. Towards Reinders. Oh, he's done brilliantly there, Reinders. What a player he is, by the way. Reinders. Partey diving in. What a challenge by Partey on him. Fantastic challenge by Partey. Had to release the ball quicker there, Reinders. He didn't do. Here is Ayoze Perez. Ball behind to Pepe. Dealt all by Vardiol. Heads it back towards Donnarumma dangerously. But well played. Donnarumma throws it straight back out. With only 8 seconds you can have the ball. Now the goalkeepers, they get rid of the ball quickly. PSG 6-2 up against Leverkusen. Stones towards Kovacic. Matheus Nunes. Back to Diaz. Vardiol. There they go. Nunes. Kovacic. Kovacic forward here towards Bob on this right hand side. He's come on the field now for City. Bob back to Nunes. Diaz. Under pressure. Lifts one forward. It's a poor pass by Diaz. Straight back to Villarreal. Go back and City give possession away there. Didn't need to. Well, 96% of you guys voted a City win. At 2-0 up, you'd expect City to win this one, but you don't know. They threw things away late against AS Monaco away from home. Not 1% of people voted for a Villarreal win. 4% voted in a draw. Now, I said 2-1, didn't I, in my pre-match prediction? That does mean that Villarreal were to score in my prediction. Savinho, Bernardo, Savinho. Oh, he's doing too much there, Savinho. He's overplayed it. Good tackle by Kovacic, though. Wins the ball back off Ayovi Perez, who's not happy with that tackle from Mateo Kovacic. City have not looked so dangerous in the second half, have they? Nunes. Back out to Bob. Stones. Kovacic. Fouled in Mateo Kovacic. Free kick Manchester City. And Villarreal frustrated with that one. And it's going to be a yellow card to Villarreal player here. I think purely for complaints. In to make it 4 against Union St. G away from home. And it's Pap Gay, a yellow card for complaining. I don't really know. I think Ayovi Perez pushes Kovacic just a little bit. And it's Pap Gay complaining, which gets him the yellow card here. Free kick City in the centre circle. 75 minutes on the clock. Not long to go now for City to get 3 points in the Champions League. Another 3 points which they should have got against AS Monaco. Vardiel, Bernardo. Vardiel. Stones and back onto Kovacic. Diaz. Nunes. Oscar Bob. Back he goes here, and there's a free kick Villarreal here for a foul by Oscar Bob. Tries to dribble it round Cardona. I think maybe kicks him by mistake. He goes down, screams. The referee picks up the free kick, and then he's back to his feet and fine. Moments later. And the goalkeeper is going to take this free kick. So, Luis Junior comes up all the way in the City half here to take a free kick. That is dangerous in my eyes, because if City get away with this on the counter, that's 3. So, goalkeeper swings it in. Haaland heads it away, on as far as Thomas Partey. Why'd they go, Sergi Cardona? Oh, he's dropped City's Oscar Bob. Cross comes in here. Chance. Diaz heads away. Pepe on the volley here. And he blazes it over the bar into the stands. Another chance for Pepe. Another chance for Villarreal that's wasted. Good header by Diaz initially. And they're all throwing their body on the line. And Pepe gets right underneath it, doesn't he? I think he just hits it a little bit too early. City have got a player down here. It's Joško Vardiel. He's just tying his laces. The Croatian, he's okay. Tomorrow's Chelsea Ajax. We've got Juventus and Atletico Madrid as well coming to run the UEFA Champions League. The big games keep coming. Well, Pap Gay before was booked for dissent. Just a replay of him protesting to the referee. Goal kick Manchester City. Diaz shot to Donnarumma. And back to Diaz. Along on the left foot of Diaz. He's cut out by Villarreal. Foyt here under pressure. He's got to clear it away. Vega under pressure as well. City win it back here. Reinders just can't get hold of it, but City keep possession. Stones wide towards Bernardo Silva. Into Tajani Reinders. Oscar Bob. Bernardo. Bob. Kovacic. Another goal in the Copenhagen-Dortmund game for Dortmund. 3-1 up now. After going behind early on. Nunes, nice play. Wide towards Bob here. Oscar Bob for City. Can he make an impact? Bob. Bob. Back to Kovacic. And Kovacic right underneath that one. Lifts it way over the bar. It's right underneath it. There's Mateo Kovacic. He's poor. Into Pap Gay here by Villarreal. Vega. Gay. Clears it away only as far as Ruben Diaz, and City back in possession again. Diaz. Stones. Back to Diaz. Wide to Nunes here. I think as Pep Guardiola, I'll be looking at more changes. I'd be trying to get Omar Musha minutes in his legs. Maybe even reunite Nuri, who've both returned from injury. Or maybe he doesn't want to rock the boat 2-0 up, and Villarreal showing signs of perhaps a little bit of a comeback. A goal for them would very much change the game. Put City under all sorts of pressure they don't need to be under. Bernardo Silva. Handball by Cardona, free kick City again. Arsenal looking scary, says Kelvin. Arsenal always look scary at this part of the season, though, don't they? It's come the end of the season you need to worry about Arsenal. Or don't need to worry about them when they inevitably, at the big moments, just drop it off. Kovacic the ball behind to Haaland. What a ball that is. Haaland takes it down. Haaland on the right foot. What a ball that is by Kovacic. Amazing first touch by Haaland. The shot is hit down in the middle of the goalkeeper. On the weaker right foot from Erling Haaland. Forward here. Taken up by Partey. Driving this Villarreal side forward. Milera on this far side. Cuts in on that right foot. Alberto Milera cross looks to go in here. Overruns it. Good defending from Nunes. Goal kick Manchester City. Nice physicality from Mateus Nunes there. What a ball by Kovacic. What a touch by Haaland. First time shot on that right foot. It's a really good save from the goalkeeper. Is it right in the middle? What a touch by Haaland, by the way. That would have been a spectacular goal if Haaland put that one in the back of the net. There's going to be more changes for them, and it's going to be Gay off in the midfield. And he's going to be replaced by club captain Danny Perejo. Here's Danny Perejo. Very good player. Very good player. 36, 37 years of age now, isn't Danny Perejo still going? Oh, Donnarumma with a dangerous pass to Stones there. He's clattered into by the striker Tani. Hope he's okay, Stones. I mean, Donnarumma shouldn't be passing the ball there. He should have getting away. And City on possession already. Bernardo. John Stones. And towards Bernardo. Nunes. Back to Stones. Leaves it for Donnarumma. Here's Ruben Diaz. Joshko Vardy down the line towards Savinho, who's not even run for it there. Mourinho fires it forward. City could have created some trouble for himself again here. A great challenge by Bernardo Silva. Reinders on towards Vardy. And back to Reinders. Reinders takes it away from one player. And plays the ball in behind to Savinho. But the goalkeeper, Luis Junior, really quickly off his line there, playing the sweeper-keeper role. Read it really well. Pep Guardiola's having a bit of a talk with his players here. He's nappy about something. As PSV, by the way, have just gone 4-1 up against Napoli. Been funny seeing Liverpool fans melt down lines, says Kelvin. Yeah, 450 million spent. I mean, they've liked to moan about everyone else spending money, City in particular. And if you spend money, you automatically should win. So Liverpool spent 450 million. They should win every game automatically, you know. That's how it works, apparently. Not working well for them at all. But a shock of the night. Paris Saint-Germain, of course, 6-2 up against Bayer Leverkusen, which is a lot of goals in that one. But PSV beating Napoli by 4-1. Donnarumma. Kovacic. Diaz. Into Joshko Vardy here. Well played, Joshko. So much space in there. Vardy will find Savinho. Into Haaland. City are going to create trouble from here. Haaland. Oh! Good save by Luis Junior there. Haaland just kept going and kept going and kept going. And eventually hits it towards that bottom corner. Reinders made a run. Bob made a run. Savinho made a run. But Haaland's a goal scorer. He's gone for goal. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Good attempt by Haaland. He's unlucky not to score. Newcastle are now 3-0 up as well. Jose Mourinho takes over at Benfica. Things are not going well. Anthony Gordon gives it to Harvey Barnes, who's got a double off the bench. Crossing into the near post. Junior's there. He punched his own player in the head. Oh, Villarreal counter. Reinders trying to get a foot in. It's a foul by Reinders. It's a free kick Villarreal. Should be a yellow card for Tijani Reinders, that. Arm on the shoulder. Here's Foyt. I'd be getting Haaland off City here. I'd be getting him off and wrapping him in bubble wrap. He's our top goal scorer. He's our only goal scorer most of the time. Get Marmouche on that field. Reinders with another foul here. Grabbing the waist of Mourinho. Reinders asking for a yellow card here since coming on. White card over on this far left-hand side. Partey. Danny Parejo. Just a ping one in behind. It's dealt with by Vardiol. Heads it away. Well done, Joshko Vardiol. Picked up by Savinho. Back to Vardiol. Well played, Joshko. Tries to clear it away. It's a poor clearance. Straight to Ayofi Perez by Vardiol. There's Nicola Pepe. Swung in. Away by Nico. Savinho there as well. Pepe still. Oscar Bob picks up for City, and Oscar Bob is pulled down here by Manchester City. It is Sergi Cardona, I think it is. He just pulls the shoulder of Oscar Bob on the counter. Shirky Mamouche will be good to see, says Kelvin. Yeah, I'll be looking at maybe Ryan Shirky. Oh, Mamouche coming on here. Pull at Oscar Bob there. Like Cardona. Oh, Malero it is, in fact. Just grabs the waist of Oscar Bob, pulls him down. Yeah, I'll be looking at Ryan Shirky maybe for... Ooh. Maybe Savinho. Well, we're right, because it's a double change for Manchester City. It's Omar Mamouche and Ryan Shirky for Savinho and Erling Haaland. Well, the two changes we've just said we should be happening are happening. So Mamouche returns to side. He's on the field here for Erling Haaland, back after that knee injury that he picked up playing international duty for Egypt. And now Ryan Shirky is on as well for Savinho. Shirky just coming back from injury, and Pep Guardiola saying we can't risk things too much. We know that that injury that he had last time, if it happens again, it will mean surgery. So City have got to be careful with that, and I think City are trying to manage that with Shirky, but we know the impact he can have. I mean, look at the moments he had on the field against Everton the other day. Was really, really impressive, wasn't it? In whatever few minutes he had on the field, he looked so dangerous. So dangerous. And here is City now. Shirky into Mamouche. Oh, Shirky already making impact. To start this one. Dribbling his way forward. But Omar Mamouche, he puts it into Mamouche's boot. Mamouche had no idea that the ball was coming to him there. Pressing by Mamouche. Well, actually, Mamouche comes on this left-hand side. Bob on the right, and Shirky comes on at striker. Not the way you might have expected it. Here's Ayofi Perez. Dealt with by Vardiol. Well played is Mamouche. Kovacic, and back he goes towards Ruben Diaz. Well, does Pep Guardiola see Mamouche as a left winger now? Possibly. Diaz. Vardiol. Back across to Stones. Nice ball. Bernardo back to Stones. Well played, City. Stones. Bernardo. Here's Bernardo Silva, Manchester City. Wide to Matheus Nunes. He's having a bit of a foray forward here. He works it wide right towards Oscar Bob. Back to Nunes. Bob. Nunes. Shirky wants the ball, but they're not giving it him. Nunes. Shirky. Here's Kovacic. Wide right towards Bernardo Silva. Now he pulls it back to Shirky. Shirky skips inside. Shirky. Reinders back wide towards Bernardo Silva. In behind towards Oscar Bob. Bob across the box here. Just dealt with by Foyt before Mamouche can put it in the back of the net. Counter now. Ball spun in behind. Diaz is there. Back to Donnarumma. Donnarumma does really well actually in the end. He's put it behind for a corner, has it? But Diaz fired it back to him when Donnarumma was off his line as well to read it. It was a bit of a bad choice by City. Well, PSV. Napoli just pull on back to make it 5-2, to make it 4-2. It's a goal by McTominay in the 86th minute. In the 87th minute, they make it 5-2 through PSV. So 1 minute after Napoli pull on back, they score again. Crazy. Cross comes in here. Header at the far post, off the post! Off the base of the post by Villarreal, should score. Slam the base of the post there. Do Villarreal. Renato Vega thumping header. What a chance that was for Villarreal. Renato Vega scored one against Juventus, didn't he? He nearly did it again there. Joshko Vardiol's not happy. Him and Diaz are having a bit of talking to here. It's a free header. It wasn't Renato Vega. Who was that? I'm not quite sure who that was. It could have been Tani the striker. Tani Oluseyu the striker thumps the base of the post with a big header. Well, they're in behind City again here. And it's all behind for a goal kick. Well, City need to be careful here. They're hanging on for a clean sheet a little bit. Hanging on just a little bit. Donnarumma, I mean, he can't really play it long from the goal kick because we ain't got Haaland to aim for now. It's Marmoush up there with Ryan Shaqiri and Oscar Bob. 4 added minutes. Can Villarreal find a way? Well, he's going to play it long anyway, Donnarumma here. He's got a strapping on his left knee, Donnarumma, which is a bit of a worry. The big goalkeeper. And he sends it long, does Donnarumma. Marmoush pushed to the back here by Mourinho. Free kick Manchester City. Lee's done well not to get a second yellow card, actually. Mourinho, right full back. Three kick City on this side. So, City have had 11 attempts. They've had 7. They've had 1 on target all game. City have had 7. You see the stats very much in City's favour. Rangers. The ball in behind to Marmoush here. Nice side here. Mourinho gets there. Puts it behind for a corner for Manchester City. Well played, Rangers. And Marmoush there. Nice inventiveness from the free kick. PSV make it 6-2 against Napoli now. Another one for PSV Eindhoven. Crazy game. There. Crazy game. I mean, what happened to Napoli? I mean, De Bruyne came on and they conceded 3 goals. City play this free kick short to Marmoush at the corner of Shaqiri, Vardiol. Nunes. Wide to Bernardo Silva. Bob. Kovacic. Diaz. Oscar Bob. Nice take by Bob back to Kovacic. Nunes. He had stones there, really. But then City look back and they go all the way back to Diaz. It's going all the way across to Donnarumma, this one. And on towards Vardiol. Into Marmoush, the channel here. Omar Marmoush. Bad pass to Stones, and City in trouble here. And here's Jose Perez, who hits one and slices it into the side, into the standings and the holdings at the side there. City have played themselves into trouble one too many times today, I think, trying to play it out from the back. And I'd be worried for the future, maybe, with that one. A little bit. Copenhagen have scored against Dortmund. A consolation goal, it's 4-2. But it looks like another goal might not be coming Manchester City's way today. Donnarumma sends it long up towards Vardiol and Marmoush and Reinders. Off the back of Reinders. Free kick towards Villarreal. I don't even know what for. No idea what that was for. Well, Villarreal were disappointed. They rescued a point, didn't they, early on against Juventus in this campaign. It's not an easy one. PSG have just made it 7 against Bayer Leverkusen. Swung in by Villarreal. Chance here on the edge of the box. Reinders gets it away. Here's Shaqiri, counter City. And Shaqiri's going here. He's not the quickest, but he's technically very gifted. Shaqiri. And in behind to Marmoush. What a way to pass that is. And Luis Junior, the goalkeeper, come quickly off his line once again to get it away. I mean, Shaqiri in counter-attacking situations is not the quickest. But the choice of pass, the technical ability that he has, makes him very, very dangerous. Throw in City here. Vardiol down the line to Marmoush. Marmoush puts his arm out here. And it's a free kick the opposition's way. For a handout on Mourinho. I mean, it's nothing. It's just poor refereeing. But it has been a little bit of one of those games. So full time in the Arsenal game, they beat Atleti by 4-0. Newcastle beat Benfica by 3-0. Inter 4. Union Saint-Gilles 0. Copenhagen 2, Dortmund 4. Full time here at the Estadio de la Ceramica. Man City 2, Villarreal 0. Thank you very much. No one got it right with the predictions. Clean sheet for Manchester City once again. Villarreal did try to get the post. But it's Erling Haaland and Bernardo Silva the difference in the first half. And a Manchester City performance which was dominant. Next up is Dortmund in the Champions League, as Chris says there, which should be a good one. 96% of you guys have got it right. with your match day prediction as well in terms of would City win 51 votes in that case. Thank you for watching. We'll be back for Aston Villa on the weekend. Away City go to Villa Park, a place where City haven't got an amazing record. If you want to see my player ratings and my full-time Finalysis, then get over to Finalysis and we'll see you guys next time.